This is the race committee. The wind sampling is complete and this race is live.
So we'll be restarting race number 7 in Group B. Major points on the line.
Going to be a tough race. There's definitely downward trend on the breeze. They're on the tiny jib, the J3. It's all going to be about power, trying to stay into the pressure.
It's much better breeze in this restart sequence. Big touchdown by the Australian team there, losing the boat in the jibe, so they're off the foils. They were foiling beautifully. The mistake there on board Andrew. Australia.
So these are the two teams that are on the cut line. One's above, one's below. Below Andrew, Team Australia. They need to get it done here.
Slight pressure coming for Andrew, Team Australia, but they need to get the boat accelerated. Germany also hoping to get a solid race away as well. Mistake minimisation in these conditions.
Pace is coming for the Aussies. Nearly there. Up and flying, back in the game. We're heading back to the start. Leading the pack back is the Dutch, closely followed by the Spanish. Tacking in, Sweden. Shaping up to be quite a tidy start, this.
German team, unfortunately, attack and come off their foil, so they will be late. It's all about execution now for more boats coming in.
Dutch team are early.
Dutch team there having to keep clear of the Swedes being the windward boat.
In danger, the Dutch team getting pushed over.
It's a close start for race 7, Group B. Ooh.
This is the umpires. Australia OCS get behind penalty.
Aussies ran out of space, had all the pace. Charging off that line, Swedish challenge, only 7 meters back at pace.
Australians will have to wash off that distance for that penalty. Big deficit to pay, but as we've seen, they have snakes and ladders. Opportunities are plenty. Touchdown there by the Swedes. Need to dig the boat back out. They're right on the cusp of staying foiling.
The Swedish went to the left-hand side of the track. It is right in the lee of that mountain. There's a lot less wind over there, massively high risk. We can see the dark spot in the middle of the track. Much more wind, and the other three
Australia
boats
have a
just
second
powering
penalty.
away.
Never got rid of the first. 80 metres to go relative Spain.
The Aussies just needing to wash off that first penalty earlier. They're just going to keep getting penalised if they don't take it. They need to have a look at their instruments. So have a listen to umpire Richard Slater.
Let's go down onto the water with Peter Lesser. Peter?
Penalty
Fingers
clear.
of breeze. We're on the left-hand side. There is breeze between where Sweden are and the top mark, but certainly more pressure for the Dutch down to leeward and ahead. And in fact, they've got a beautiful wind at the moment. There's the Spanish. They're looking quiet, coming back on starboard from the other side. Still shifty, but you're liable to see a wind speed differential as much as 10 knots from the top to the bottom. Still those light patches, but plenty of little puffs, fingers of breeze just coming down off the beach as they approach the top mark for the first time.
you never know if you're going to get another race. I mean, it's proper funky conditions today, and so if you were in the Australian boat or the Spanish boat, it really is a who beats who. They are fighting for survival.
Dutch team ripping into the top mark here.
Yacht team Dutch Sail will feel better about this. Away they go. Big 1 of 4. Swedish Challenge, who currently lead the points. They come through to the top gate. They take the opposite mark that Yacht team Dutch Sail did. It's currently sitting in second position. This battle for the third spot, you get this impression this might go all the way
This is
to
the
race
umpires.
8.
Germany didn't start within 3 minutes.
Battle for third and fourth here. The battle for that cut line to make it through to the final, semi-final I should say. Sail bodes well. Sail team Barcelona, nice rounding there. They'll be needing to jibe straight away back into that pressure. It's all about staying in the pressure.
They heard you, Glenn.
And Team Australia followed them around.
Just can't get the balance right. Really struggling, the Australians. It's not pretty.
You see the boats, Dutch down there, 2 boards down, getting absolutely carted down the course. The Spanish team also getting into that pressure just a little bit earlier than the Australian team, and you'll see them just starting to hook into it now, and they'll just get a massive tow away as well. But
just going to play it a lot here. It's so patchy. It's going to go hard left soon. Yeah, it's 295. Up. Yep. Okay. Focus on sailing as fast as
Approaching the
possible.
bottom mark, good breeze down at the bottom mark. So we go from one end where you're just struggling to keep on the foils, then you get the big squirt of wind coming through. So the leading boat, the Dutch Sail, will just need to be mindful of the manoeuvre at the bottom mark, and they're doing it pretty conservatively with both foils down. As the Swedish team come roaring in from behind, they're going to be close as they exit Mark 2.
Half the race done, race 7, Group B. Conditions changed again, testing all the teams. Yacht team Dutch Sail followed swiftly behind from the team that's already picked up 2 wins today in the Swedish Challenge, powered by Artemis Technologies.
Swedish on the prowl. Dutch team did well. They managed the risk.
Then the sail team Barcelona, they've got their, let's just say they've got their nose in front at the moment, taking the conditions into account, ahead of Andu Team Australia. Currently, they are above the cut line. They sit on, as it stands, 39 points, which would be 3 above Andu Team Australia. That's how close the race is going to be. Dutch are off the foils, are they?
Yeah, just getting going, nearly. Building pace. So dangerous in that left-hand side.
Andu Team Australia, they get around the bottom gate and whoa, no.
need to lock it in. The Aussies, that board up, the load on that fluid foil. And stay in the pressure. Sail team Barcelona, slow attack. Very, very patchy conditions. Aussies, they're ripping around the mark and aggressive on the trim on there. Nice job to keep the rig in the air. Load underneath.
Definitely a sail like you stole at moment.
Look at that. Rid of the teeth there by Olivia Price.
Meanwhile, front of the fleet, guess who sailed away? Opened the door after Yacht Team Dutch Sail came off the foils, and the Swedish Challenge again in the #1 position.
They've just sailed in the pressure a little bit better, got round the bottom mark, immediately tacking, staying in that pressure, getting a wind round the fan, and then the next dot. And do Team Australia to put some pressure. The sail Team Barcelona is sailing well, and the team's working hard to keep the boats foiling in these tricky conditions.
Just slightly easier when you're ahead, but the Swedish have done really well at staying in the pressure. They've really found their track, navigated this upwind leg so well.
Absolute lake sailing 101. Not getting frustrated by getting into a wobble, just using them to your advantage and being relaxed. Picking the path, a lot of fun when you're doing it well. Frustrating as when you're having one.
I love it too. It's definitely my favourite conditions.
The Swedish Challenge, powered by Artemis, hitting the top gate for the final time. Are they on target to make it 3 in a row on a day where points matters the most? Finish this day top of the table in the top 3, and you're off to Friday's semi-finals.
Nice rounding in puffy conditions. Swedes keeping the hull clear and absolutely getting launched, almost facing straight downwind there in a huge, huge shift that they'll be loving.
Just saved that. It's light at the top here, 8 knots of breeze.
Yacht Team Dutch Sail coming in, but look at this intersection. Coming with Sail Team Barcelona. Clean cross, Yacht Team Dutch Sail through top gate last time, heading home. Sail Team Barcelona on the charge. Slight position change. Now it's jumped back again. And do Team Australia.
Oh, big touchdown, Stephen, by Sail Team Barcelona. Sailing into potentially quite a breeze there. They need to keep the boat foiling there. Otherwise, they could end up in coffin corner.
Good save. Good save at this point.
A massive gain there to the Dutch. Sail Team Barcelona managed to execute their jibe, so they can get a little wind through the middle. There's some huge angle changes between all the boats.
And do Team Australia, if it stays like this, it's going down to the last race in Group B, race 8, to try and make that spot, that 3rd spot, because Sweden and the Netherlands look pretty solid at this point to go all the way. Oh.
Get that heel locked in for do Team Australia. It's all about keeping the boat flat if you can.
Meanwhile, it's been a near perfect day for the Swedish Challenge, powered by Artemis. 3 races sailed by the team, 3 races won. Top of the points.
We're down here. Turning up.
Of course, you don't take your points into the semi-finals. It's a massive reset. But if you are in the other group, you're going to be looking at them and worried. What a day the Swedish team have had.
Sail Team Barcelona and Yacht Team Dutch Sail having a real battle coming into the bottom end of this course. Tied together with a piece of string, stretchy bit of string, but both teams having to execute well these next manoeuvres to the finish. On a touchdown by the Dutch there, opening the door. They need to get it wound up again. Software kicking in to lower the boat, stop the rudder coming out there, right on the edge. They've just done enough though to get the boat lined up for the finish there.
So Yacht Team Dutch Sail. It's been a consistent day. A third, and now a second for Yacht Team Dutch Sail. Second position in Group B. Starting to look confident about moving through to Friday's semi-finals, and this is a real psychological blow for the Australians, because Sail Team Barcelona have finished ahead of them, and they are still just ahead of them in the points tally. They finished third and are now just 3 points ahead of Andu Team Australia. They are above the cut line, but boy, wait till race number 8.
It's going to be an exciting final race today. Very, very tricky conditions. So this cut line all coming down. Run Olivia hanging onto it. Andu Team Australia. Really got to lock the boat in here and just be nice and smooth.
Really fighting the wheel.
And do a nice job to get that boat through the finish line. One piece.
Andu Team Australia, they get position 4. They're still alive with one race to go in Group B of the Puig Women's America's Cup. Don't look happy though, do they?
Oh, there'll be some excited